Armed with a giant stack of papers, 27-year-old Muad Harezi walked into East Hartford's town hall last week and he filed the first batch of petition signatures from voters. Harezi is trying to force a primary against 1st District Congressman John Larson, and over the past few weeks his team has gone out, pounded the pavement, knocked doors to get about 5,000 John Hancocks so he can get on the ballot.
We have the most restrictive process. We have the most signatures that need to be collected, a very short window, and a lot of rules around who can collect and who can't collect and what signatures are valid. So we're hoping to make history. I personally take no corporate money. I think most voters understand that right now, corporate money is driving the agenda in Washington. It's hurting us all. It hurts us when it comes to healthcare, when it comes to education, when it comes to just the economy in general. And so I think people want to see new blood in Washington. I think when we see officials get elected decade after decade, there tends to be a sense of complacency.
And I know Congressman Larson says he's taking this very seriously. He's treating it as though there will be a primary. This process is extraordinary.
It is. It's difficult, but it was designed to show that the candidates can get out there and there's interest. You know, the last thing any of us would want is candidates just getting on. You have a 10-person debate. There's people that maybe don't represent the district. The signature process for them is demonstrating that they have support, that they're willing to work, that they're out talking to the voters. Very similar to what you guys go under with the campaign finance.
Right.
You got to get representatives from your area, your town, to give you donations to qualify. I think it's good. You know, it seems as though he's completed the process. Couldn't have been that hard, and the rules are there to protect people from either forging, getting incorrect signatures, or having people out there that really shouldn't be doing it.
And he'll find out this week whether he's actually been successful forcing a primary. We've never had a congressional primary in a person's party ever. So this could be the first.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite interesting, and I think it's one of the challenges that the Democrats have. You know, the Republicans saw it, I think, with the Tea Party wave back in 2010. The Democrat Party struggles with, you know, how progressive should they be, especially in a blue state like Connecticut, and I think walking that fine line. And so it's going to be a very interesting primary, having somebody challenging, you know, a long-term incumbent.
I think for our overall democracy, though, we have to be careful of getting pulled too far left or too far right. Having somebody that's a moderate in a position in Congress, and I'm not saying John is, any of them, you're willing to work across the aisle, you're willing to accept the good instead of the perfect, is the way we should be governing. So if you have people that are criticizing elected officials for doing that, it really doesn't help our democracy as a whole. We all need to be somewhere in the middle. You can have your opinions, but you just can't be an ideologue to the point to where it's either the way I want it, it's got to be perfect, or I'm not going to do it. And I think that's what we've been seeing in some of these primaries. New York State, whether it was Congress or the General Assembly, lost a lot of incumbents being challenged from the far left.
Nothing is perfect. Next on Capitol Report, another UConn athletic team making people take notice. The connection between UConn and Eastern and the baseball stars aligning. Those details when we come back.